So this individual, Nico Nerd, is an ex-Tipster mod, talking about the Tipster and Keffals drama. So we're gonna take a look at this, I guess. We'll just watch through this, see what we think. Nico Nerd, Nico Nerd. I believe is their name. If you look at it, there's Nico Nerd. Nico Nerd is the name. This has 6 views. Yes, bug is efficient. Yeah. Okay, let's get into this.
Hello, everyone. Candid face reveal. Because we're going to go into some information of some other nature. Now, anybody who's come from my old channel who have come to this channel know me as the modder for Zelda or Queen of Time. But in this situation, this is not what this video is going to cover. In terms of like
I like the choga.
I have real life situations. You know, things I've had to deal with.
Like
homelessness and mental health issues. So I'm gonna be candid and look like shit here. Because this is my average day when I'm not high energy and able to go outside. Sorry for that.
Okay.
Allergies as well. Because let's normalize not being normal. This conversation is going to touch on a subject matter of political nature, of a side matter related to my real life struggles. Basically, the certain two public figures on the YouTube sphere, Tipster and Keffals and Bosch and that. Particularly, I'm going to cover on Tipster today, that have basically ruined the lives of many trans people, especially with the information that has especially come out more so, you know, this month than has ever in previous years, apparently. Since I'm pretty much a normie and I've finally gotten settled down, I've only gotten to know Tipster based on my side hobby of digital information sharing. So,
guys, what are you laughing about?
For those who have watched me based on my project, welcome. You're welcome to continue to listen to this if you're interested. You do not have to. You are welcome to click off if you are not here to listen to political conversations. This is my other side project that I've been wanting to work on and discuss openly. So, let's get into it. So, as my side hobby, I have been pretty much anonymous until
well, no, I'm here for
candid
politics.
Face reveal. So I want to cover on more informative topics, maybe in the future. And due to my digital information sharing, I know heavily how to use Google and know how to research very, very much. I know how to dig for anything that I need to find. So if Tipster is watching
I'm something of a digger myself.
I think he knows. I've already told him. And this particular video is going to cover on that topic. So if I have some pauses, keep in mind, I have some cognitive issues. I try to stay on top
really?
Of it. I'm having enough delay. I just like... My issue has been recently especially, but the fact that there has been an overt like opinion from these public figures of like, it's my opinion that speaks for everybody who's trans, but you who's trans who criticizes me, you're out, you're banned. For at all, like any criticism involving like Tipster mocking the guy for his hoarding issue, like, dude, look at your room. And like, I've been supported. I provided proper digital information on like Illuminati and the videos related to that to Tipster that helped project the virality of him and so many others on that issue and on Blair, or Blair's on whatever.
Oh.
Come at me, Illuminati. I don't give a fuck. This isn't gonna be a monetized channel. Anybody is welcome to
this
donate.
Retard.
Like, whatever.
Can you get through a fucking sentence, please? Holy shit.
I have linked. That said, I'll tell you one thing. Tipster has this common saying. You're not normal. Dude, you don't act normal. Well, I have one thing to say. Nobody's normal. I'm not normal. I have mental disorders.
Yeah,
Nobody is normal. Normalcy is a status quo device to project a box that everybody's supposed to fit in. If you don't fit in, technically I'm trans and queer. So already.
This is the endless cope of the maladjusted sped, by the way. Well, normal doesn't even exist. No, you're a freak. Listen, I'm a freak too. I'm a weird guy. Okay, it's fine to be a weird person. It's fine to be a freak. Okay, but you're a fucking freak. This whole normalcy. Some people are pretty normal. Some people just don't have much weird going on and just go through their life in a pretty functional way.
Normal. Shocker. Well, I'm not going to act normal within the sphere of, like, what is acceptable. Especially, like, if I express anger and outrage at someone, all of a sudden, I get blamed in the public space for calling out a piece of shit. Because, like, let's just put it this way. Anger is so suppressed in the public sphere. Anyway, we'll get past that. It's another rant. My problem is, yeah, you're not normal, dude. And I'll tell you what's not normal is covering your emotions and struggles with drugs and alcohol. That goes to the both of them.
Ooh.
Keffals and Tipster, who bother to speak out and say, well, I'm the one queen opinion on all trans people. And, like, Tipster tries to get in on that. Like, yeah, I want to talk about trans people too. I want to be the voice of opinion. You're all leeches. You're all leeches on, like, the popularity of Vosh, which Manju Vosh is, like, chronically online, like much of you guys are. Like, gosh, I had to deal with the real life of things that these public figures have no fucking clue how they have impacted the politics
Guys,
in even Canada and the rest of the world.
Be nice about the
USA has a lot of impact on the opinions and politics of laws and outcomes in other countries. Like, the fact that Keffals is Canadian and even fucked around here. I just learned that she was on Global News at one point and was a total, like, fake crying and shit. Like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? You can't even, like, get your story straight. Either
just say they if you're not sure. Okay,
like, I'm sure
guys.
she was swatted, but then she tried to blame the police for, like, something that didn't happen, some sexual assault.
It's not hard, is it?
But, like, I'm
really?
because, like, covering your real emotions with alcohol is not a good way to cope.
Okay, be respectful, be progressive.
That a lot of people in the bigoted sphere cover their emotions with anger. That is just unhealthy ways to express your emotions. Express your emotions as valid and as candidly as you can. That should be normalized. Let's normalize just not being in the status quo version of normal. Like, screw that, right? My issue with Tipster is he's a fucking liar. Him and Keffals, both liars, both out the window. I don't give a fuck. You guys have actually gone and fucked around with your activism to the point where clinical services in my city have been defunded, have had cuts because we have a bigoted conservative in our politics here that have just been like, oh, these people are crazy. Because I look at you motherfuckers, like Keffals and that, and go, holy shit, this is what the main activist people support are like. They all must be loop-de-loop.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be out here living my fucking life, okay? So one thing that Tipster very lies about, I've heard, is that he works in a corporate. Oh, you don't, motherfucker. And I'll tell you this, I'm not gonna...
How'd you find this video? It has 8 views. Bug sent it to me, and Bug found it because it was posted in Chud's self-promo channel.
Any info based on your location or address or anything like that, not your name. I'm not even gonna do first name, I've cut that out. So, I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna open the first image. Listen, dude, you're on a government payroll. You work in a public high school. Let me explain this. If you're working at a public high school, your information is public. You're a public servant. Your information is not private. I have been able to easily find your spot. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about
I'm doxing you. I'm doxing you. You're doxed. You're doxed. You're doxed. You're doxed. I'm so retarded. Yeah, I'm a digger. You're doxed. Sorry, Sweaty. You're doxed. What's going on? Is this for real? Is this just for real? Is this a joke? Well, not a joke, but... Do we know this already? Is this actually Tipster? Sorry, I feel like I may have missed something. Can I just... let's...
and struggles with drugs and alcohol. that goes to the both of them, Keffals and Tipster, who bother to speak out and say, well, I'm the one queen opinion on all trans people. And like Tipster tries getting on that, like, yeah, I want to talk about trans people too. I want to be the voice of opinion. You're all leeches. You're all leeches on like the popularity of Vosh, which Manchu Vosh is like chronically online, like much of you guys are. Like, gosh, I have to deal with the real life of things that these public figures have no fucking clue how they have impacted the politics in even Canada and the rest of the world. USA has a lot of impact on the opinions and politics of laws and outcomes in other countries. Like, the fact that Keffals is Canadian and even fucked around here, I just learned that she was on Global News at one point, and was a total, like, fake crying and shit. Like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? You can't even, like, get your story straight. Either it was the sexual assault or the swatting. Like, I'm sure she was swatted, but then she tried to blame the police for, like, something that didn't happen, some sexual assault. Maybe it did. But, like, I'm in doubt, because, like, covering your real emotions with alcohol is not a good way to cope. Granted that a lot of people in the bigoted sphere cover their emotions with anger. That is just unhealthy ways to express your emotions. Express your emotions as valid and as candidly as you can. That should be normalized. Let's normalize just not being in the status quo version of normal. Like, screw that, right? My issue with Tipster is he's a fucking liar. Him and Keffals, both liars, both out the window. I don't give a fuck. You guys have actually gone and fucked around with your activism to the point where clinical services in my that have just been like, oh, these people are crazy. I'm just trying to be out here living my I've heard is that he works in a corporate. So one thing that Tipster variantly lies about, I've heard, is that he works in a corporate. Oh, you don't, motherfucker. And I'll tell you this, I'm not going to leak any info based on your location or address or anything like that, not your name. I'm not even going to do first name, I've cut that out. So, I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to open the first image. Listen, dude, you're on a government payroll. You work in a public...
Dude, okay, yeah, so it is Tipster. Bruh, what? Okay, apparently everyone knows this for ages, okay. Apparently everyone knows this. It's all good. It's all good. Whoa. Jesus Christ.
High school. Let me explain this. If you're working at a public high school, your information is public. You're a public servant. Your information is not private. I have been able to easily find your spot. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about giving creeps or wackos that kind of info. Granted, they can easily find their own digging. They can find you. You're a public figure. You ban so many people from your server and support. Like, who does that? Who wants to be thumbs out? You're like, nope.
Right, you good?
It's like my daily routine. I can't even get out to work because of my situation. I have so many chronic issues. So many to give a fuck about anybody else.
Wait, let's go back. Oh no.
Or any question. You don't even solve a supporter, server and support. Like, who does that? Who wants to be who wants to have more followers and more viewers? But yet bans all the supporters that like have little criticism. As soon as like one little criticism comes out, you're like, nope, ban them. Or any question. You don't even answer any questions. You don't think. You don't research. You don't know what you're doing, bud. But like, I can see why you don't care. Look at these figures. You basically earn enough not to give a fuck about anybody else in a struggling position. Especially somebody who's on poverty social aid like myself. And like, as you can see, I'm fucking out of it today. This is like my daily routine. I can't even get out to work because of my situation. I have so many chronic issues, so many chronic health issues. I can't get out for the light of day.
Dude. Schlong COVID survivor detected.
Anywho. As far as that goes, dude, I can see exactly why you don't give a fuck about anybody's struggles, about anybody else's mental health. You just don't understand. You don't relate at all. You don't relate at all with this kind of money. Like, give me a break, dude. This is disgusting. Oh, I forgot the other image. I'm gonna that. Oopsies. So I'll get the second image here. Because, like, I meant to, like, have that. So this was on a government website. This is your government payroll.
Dude.
My guy, if you think
good?
your information is, like, supposed to be completely private, you're joking yourself. It's the same reason why Keffals can have her full information found easy.
You're doxed.
Easy.
You're doxed. You're a freak, dude. I'm sorry. This
she
is
became
freak
a public
behavior. Here's your paycheck.
agent,
You're
so to
doxed.
say.
This is freak
Okay?
behavior.
The fact
Get
that
help.
she's on government payroll,
Get
your
help.
records do get
Oh,
archived
shit.
by the government website and publicly displayed. If you think that being on YouTube gives you the right to privacy as a public figure, you're shitting yourself, okay? You're fucking shitting yourself. Like, look at this. Like, you've earned double than the median average annual wage of, like, anybody else working in that district of where you work at.
You're not listening to my criticisms. This is a photo of your house and your last 6 pay stubs.
My guy, you basically work in tech. Like, that part's true. The IT part is true. But you could even figure out in, like, one clip I saw, he's like, I don't understand why I can't open an application. It doesn't open. Dude.
That's Rita behavior, by the way. That's Rita behavior. You banned me from your Discord. Here's your home address, and here's your place of work. Here's a photo of your mother.
Don't understand basic concepts of to even open as administrator. Like, that's like any computer geek's understanding, like myself, okay? That's basic. Yes, I am a bit more advanced than a lot of people in, like, my following. But this is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like even like any other tech guy would look at you and go like, what's your fucking problem? How do you fucking not know that? Like, this is the reason why I tried to get multiple jobs. You know, I tried to get a job in a company with computers. 10 months they let me go, because that's just how companies roll. You do not get let go as easily when you work for a public government institution, okay? And like,
you shouldn't be asking for nudes of a Down syndrome girl. That's fucked up.
Perfectly fine with that. I kind of wish corporations would be more, you know, confined.
I'm useless. Wait, I'm useless, or this person's useless.
10 months they let me go, because that's just how companies roll. You do not get let go as easily when you work for a public government institution, okay? And like, I'm perfectly fine with that. I kind of wish corporations would be more, you know, confined in that way, where we were like not treated as disposable garbage to them. But you know, that's how it's going to be until actual activism is done. Because let me tell you something. Activism is not just for you or the few that you want. It's for the many. It's for the many people like myself and other people in struggling positions like myself. So, me, I don't care about the extra money. If somebody wants to donate me extra money, that's cool. But I'm not begging for it. I don't care. I would gladly do a charity. Never monetize, never be part of the partner program. I do not give a shit. Okay? That's my rule. I do not care about enabling these institutions.
This is like so insane to just go search someone's paycheck like this. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Is this like half a video as well?
Not a corporate institution, not anything. My
like,
point
Scorndex mod is just like, oh yeah, this is how much you make. This is how much you make. You're like, fuck, what the fuck? Are you good? It's so insane. Why do these people do this? Yeah, why would anyone get you as a mod have you as a mod after this? Dude, this is just so weird. Why is this what they went for? Is this just desperately trying to get clout to get the boot by getting the fucking boot in? Is that it?
Food Shops super chatted $1.99. $1.99 from Food Shops. J? 1 equals Y, 2 equals N, 3 equals R.
Tipsters, that you do not relate to anybody else with actual mental struggles or disorders like myself and my friend. Just because someone's suicidal and depressed doesn't mean you get to treat them like shit and dismiss them as like, ooh, they're trying
such
to
be like, dude. Thank you for the $1.99
or whatever. Because that's a common stereotype against people who are, you know, struggling with suicide and self-harm, right? But like, if they're typing it in like online on the internet, all of a sudden it's like people treat it like it's invalid and it's not worth their time. I'll tell you one thing that's really funny to me. You're not the first one, Tipster, that have, like, gotten exposed and exploded. And and face the karma based on how people have treated me. And I think some like internal people in my community can like know where I'm referencing there, okay? Like, I'm not gonna go into too much there. But like, if you're gonna judge me or anybody based on what they're typing into text, you're not there to support them.
Oh my god.
You're only there to judge and be a grifter.
Who
'Cause,
cares?
like, that's all
Oh
it
my
is,
god,
isn't
what
it?
a
You just
freak!
want to
What a loser
get
freak this
into
person
someone
is.
who's like popular on YouTube. That's why you want to bow blacks. That's why you want Keffals. That's why you want to get in with Bosch, right? Why you want to defend the lolly porn. That's why you want to defend the child hentai crap that you do. And they'll say, ooh, it's just women with small titties. Yeah, bullshit. You like the lolly porn. And you're a pervert, you're a creep. And you know what's funny? My roommate would love to watch with me sometimes on videos. She didn't enjoy a lot of the topics. She found it weird that you were on about that EDP guy so much. Yeah, he was basically blah blah blah.
Are we like pedo jacketing now as
Like,
well?
come on, dude. You have mental problems too. Don't deny it. Tipster seriously needs to get off the internet.
So do you.
Like,
you've said in this, you've got cognitive issues. You're like having a fucking breakdown because you're not Tipster's mod anymore.
And like a good
A
chunk of my
doxing
day
breakdown.
not on the
No,
computer.
you're quite doxing. You're not doxing.
So, like, I'm
I'll
not
be
gonna
clear on
post
that.
videos.
That isn't doxing
so
on its
often,
own.
right?
But is giving instructions on how to dox, basically. Like, you're insane.
But that's the funny thing. You are in such a comfortable position with a home that's worth over $500,000, a full house, a full home. Oh man, I'm having like indigestion too because of my anxiety.
Oh, great.
See, if I didn't have
I'm gonna fucking shit myself because I'm so anxious. You fucking freak.
these issues and I wasn't so fatigued, I could use my power for a lot better. I could actually be more active on these like videos and that talk about these issues. But like in terms of this is just bullshit and how you've treated like your best friend like Fembro and that. Like, yes, I became a moderator to help. No, not everybody who's there to moderate and help clean up the crap there has to agree 100%.
Sweep it up, Janny.
Or have the same opinions. You know what's funny? Is that I actually mentioned to Tipster that I unsubscribed from Bosch. Yes, I was being a little, heckly maybe in the DMs.
I post
about
need
some other topic.
Janny's
I wanted him
leave.
to see one of my videos for my other channel. I have a cognitive disorder. I have short-term memory issues.
I think there's bigger problems than that.
Next day I'll forget even what I had the other day or what I did. Okay?
Oh, you're like a goldfish. You're like a swimming around in your little tank, forgetting what you were doing 3 seconds ago. I see.
And there was no conversation, there was no other discussion during those times. If anything got on Tipster's nerve at all, he'd said nothing to me. The other moderator that had an issue with me afterwards, because I was supporting this person with real life struggles, real life situation that's not so good, all of a sudden had issues with me. And it's like, it came out of left field, out of buttfuck nowhere, okay? And I'm just like, you didn't really explain anything. Oh no, it's because you were crazy and supported this other person. Was that really it? Or was it other stuff? Because I know I got demodded for like, maybe a little outburst in the live stream because I was like out of it. I said, okay, I'll leave. I left. And maybe it was because of some mishandling of some troll. I don't know. I didn't get like any feedback to say, hey, don't do this next time. Not even like a second chance with this guy. It's like, you're out. Are you sure you don't want to be a corporate boss? Because that's how you act, buddy. That's hilarious.
Wait, sorry, what were they demodded for? Sorry,
you didn't really explain anything. Oh no, it's because you were crazy and supported this other person. Was that really it? Or was it other stuff? Because I know
so who were they supporting?
I got demodded for like maybe a little outburst
A little
in the live
outburst.
stream because I was like out of it. I said, okay, I'll leave. I left. And maybe it was
So you were
because of
having a
some mishandling
breakdown
of some
on
troll.
stream.
I don't know. I didn't get like any feedback to say, hey, don't do this next time. Not even like a second chance with this guy. It's like, you're out. Are you sure you don't want to be a corporate boss? Because that's how you act, buddy. That's literally
What a fucking loser freak.
how you act. You act like you want to be some CEO up somewhere to say, boop.
You want me to follow instructions and do what I'm asked, not totally embarrass you when I'm representing someone?
Be gone. You have zero fucking concept of how that affects people, about how that fucks up people. I had to starve for days.
Huh?
Because of that situation at one point. Buddy. I left. And maybe it was because of some mishandling of some troll. I don't know. I didn't get like any feedback to say, hey, don't do this next time. Not even like a second chance with this guy. It's like, you're out. Are you sure you don't want to be a corporate boss? Because that's how you act, buddy. That's literally how you act. You act like you want to be some CEO up somewhere to say, boop.
You act like a fucking corpo, dude. You're acting like the man tipster. You're acting like the man tipster. You're acting like the man. You're trying to keep a good keep a good trans down.
You have zero fucking concept of how that affects people, about how that fucks up people. I had to starve for days because of that situation at one point. Maybe not how.
So yeah, I was right. I had to wind it back because I wasn't totally sure. Because of getting demodded, they had a breakdown because of being out of it on stream, and then couldn't leave the house and had to starve for days because of internet janitor drama. Because of internet, dude, I'm fucking losing it. And so the response is, yeah, I'm doxing your paycheck. Yeah, I'm doxing your paycheck. I'm releasing your paycheck. Yeah, you make 32k a year. Yep. Huh? Jesus Christ, dude.
You do not understand how fucking scary that is. Yeah, it's scary to go homeless. But to me, it shouldn't invalidate me as a human being. It shouldn't. I'm like fucking here, right? To me, it's camping. Okay? I was out.
She went homeless?
Slept on the floor of a bathroom at one point. Somebody was actually nice at one point, and I was talking to someone.
Wait, so I don't understand what happened here. I don't understand the story here. Sorry, I have to get this.
From Bosch. Yes, I was being a little, heckly maybe in the DMs about some other topic. I wanted him to see one of my videos for my other channel. I have a cognitive disorder. I have short-term memory issues. The next day I'll forget even what I had the other day or what I did. Okay? Often I forget.
Have a subway on me. Good thing you aren't on cam for comparison.
Thank you, Large March, for the $4.20.
And there was no conversation. There was no other discussion during those times. If anything got on Tipster's nerve at all, he said nothing to me. The other moderator had an issue with me afterwards because I was supporting this person with real life struggles, real life situation that's not so good. All of a sudden had issues with me. And it's like, it came out of left field, out of butt fuck nowhere, okay? And I'm just like, you didn't really explain anything. Oh no, it's because you were crazy and supported this other person.
Yeah, I noticed mentions of homelessness in the logs, but I struggle to understand where this is coming from, because it feels like it's leading on from the story about not being a mod anymore. Were you being paid to be a Tipster mod?
Was that really it? Or was it other stuff? Because I know I got demodded for like maybe a little outburst in the live stream because I was like out of it. I said, okay, I'll leave. I left. And maybe it was because of some mishandling of some troll. I don't know. I didn't get like any feedback to say, hey, don't do this next time. Not even like a second chance with this guy. It's like, you're out. Are you sure you don't want to be a corporate boss? Because that's how you act, buddy. That's literally how you act. You act like you want to be some CEO up somewhere to say, boop, be gone. You have zero fucking concept of how that affects people, about how that fucks up people. I had to starve for days because of that situation at one point. You do not understand how fucking scary that is. Yeah, it's scary to go homeless. But to me, it shouldn't invalidate me as a human.
Unless maybe there was another situation. Okay. Here's the possibilities. 1, they were so mentally distraught from losing moderator that they couldn't work, couldn't feed themselves, and had to go homeless. That's possibility 1. Possibility 2, Tipster pays his mods, and this person missed a paycheck because they were demodded. Possibility 3, this person was already in a bad situation with work and with their rent or something, and that's what caused them to be out of it when they went on stream, and then they were demodded, and they are referring to the situation as a whole as the situation that led them to go homeless, not necessarily the situation with their moderator status in Tipster's community. I think 3. Because I think 3. I'd rather not type 3 in reference to this person, but I'm leaning towards it. There's a lot of 3s in chat right now. I'm glad we've clarified exactly what you guys mean by that.
I'm like fucking here, right? To me, it's camping. Okay? I was out. Slept on the floor of a bathroom at one point. Somebody was actually nice at one point, and because I was talking to someone.
Okay, let's go back to normal speed.
On video chat at one point. And one of the workers out of Tim Hortons gave me a free coffee. So that was really cool. I'd like to thank that person. Because it helps to know. You know. Sorry. Like, that kind of stuff that people do that make a difference is not going to come from people who are trying to profit from YouTube or anything. Because that's the greed motive. If you want real grassroots and a real not motive to not ask for money, like, definitely not Keffals. Oh, I need this money to escape to Ireland. Like, you're going to tell people where you're going to go. It's just blows my mind. I literally had to go to another country with someone I met online because my mother was being extremely controlling and abusive. I was 25.
Huh? I had to go to another country because my mother was being controlling. No, that's not how that works, actually. That's not how that works.
I had to basically jump out of the cuckoo's nest just to get away from that.
Jump out of the cuckoo's nest at 25.
Abuse at one point. And literally go barefoot on the ground. With, like, what I had was $500 spent into, like, a plane ticket and some train tickets. No joke.
That's nobody's fault but your own.
Because I'll tell you why. I know my way around the fucking internet.
I'm about to have an aneurysm. Every line of this is making me angrier. It's like I can feel like blood pressure spiking in my head. This is horrible.
I know how to get a good fucking deal and how to get right things. That's how I work. But since you keep fucking around with people, you don't know who you're gonna ban and kick and hurt. And
you never know who you're hurting when you ban them. You never know who you're hurting.
Buddy,
oh my God.
That was the last straw of, like, leftists that I want to support in, like, any type of activism set. Because, like, it's easy to take advantage of people who are vulnerable and easy.
Food Shops super chatted $1.99. $1.99 from Food Shops. Getting a Drizzy vibe from this.
Thank you, Food Shops, $1.99.
So that's what's going on. And fuck Keffals for using her trans woman identity for like as a card against the media and that to get attention. Because this is just ridiculous. This is just insanity.
I agree. Couldn't agree more.
And that whole Catboy Ranch thing, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not
Okay.
You're not a doctor, Keffals. You're not legally allowed to be prescribed them anything or given them anything like HRT under
So
18.
this person doesn't even understand the story. This is like so vapid.
Without a medical note. They don't need testosterone in that. Yes, there's puberty blockers, but that's still allowed in Canada. You don't have to be a dumb idiot. The whole Catboy Ranch and bathtub HRT thing really got to me. Because it's like, yeah, you're not a doctor. You're not an expert. You're not their doctor. Legally, even if you're a doctor, you shouldn't be doing this. Even if it was the case that maybe these trans kids were prescribed HRT at one point, it's not going to be that bad to stop it. Because like at 14 or 16, whatever, they shouldn't be doing that. There's puberty blockers. I kind of wish I was on puberty blockers for a different reason, because I had such a raging puberty that, looking into it, I actually should have been on puberty blockers, even though I wasn't trans. But
wow, okay, I would rather we didn't get into it, actually, thank you.
And the improper labels that were applied to me over issues that I had. There was a lot of like emotional stuff that I wasn't taken seriously over. Or like even like, I think like, oh, my like puberty is so raging and obvious, they should have at least been like, hey, maybe we should put you on something. But no, my family doctor was like, maybe not that bright on that part, whatever, long story short. So I don't care, I'm renting a room out right now with someone. And I'm in a lucky position. So, I'm not too pissed off about where I'm at this point. I'm pissed off at the clinical cuts and political issues that have been like translating over here because of the mania, the transphobia, the trans panic. And Keffals and Tipster and Vosh are just adding to the fuel of the fire to these bigots. And I just need to tell them, shut the fuck off and get off the internet. Like, I don't know about Vosh, he can do what he wants. He can blah blah blah. People probably already left him alone. That's his problem. I'm just focusing on Keffals and Tipster, especially Keffals, for being the supposed like one single voice of all trans people. At first I thought like, oh, valid, some people can't get their hormones in some areas because they probably ban them outright, but like in Canada, not so much. Maybe in some places in the States. But this just became so fucking weird.
Dude, the constant like, coughing.
It's on it to people who are
holy shit.
That's fucked.
It's not one
You're
of my
actually, like,
streams.
endorsing it. That was fucking gross. Anyways, I'm trailing off again. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, you sound like you don't care after you just
drunk off
post his
stress
payment
and
information.
anxiety.
Yeah, nice one,
This is what
retard.
these people do to people like us. You know what? If you want to do internet activism,
No, I will.
stress
This is
and
actually.
anxiety. Because this is what these people do to people like myself. I'm just tired. I'm done with the garbage. I'm done with the fucking political. You know what? If you want to do internet activism, stick to like the stuff that concerns the internet that is actually a problem, like illegal websites and that. Maybe target that stuff. But if you're not capable of it and just like blah blah blah, I support trans people and their suffering, and I'm like, boop, not you. Fuck you.
Yeah, just do pedo hunting, guys.
I see that these people don't give a fuck about you unless you have the subscribers or numbers. Oh, what's funny is like when I was searching for Tipster, there's 3 guys live streaming and searching for Tipster. What was actually funnier was my profile popped up on one of their searches instead of Tipster's. I literally type in Tipster and go to channel filter. Oh my god, my channel was there. And I only had like one video on the topic, like maybe an hour long or so. Because like, I was just rambling a lot. I mean, this end is a lot of rambling, so whatever. Like, bud, you're a public figure. Both of y'all's are. In fact, at this point, Vosh is, just from by proxy of being a political pundit for the left. And frankly, I think a lot of the left and socialist people, like myself, don't want him anymore. Especially when he has, like, these weird, like, things where
Well,
like,
well
don't
good
you
thing
relate
everyone's
to,
listening
like,
to you. Good thing everyone's listening. Oh, Vosh is done now. It's over for Vosh now.
Loading kitty hente by accident? No, bitch.
So they got banned by Tipster and is now mad about his 40k poverty salary. Yes, correct. Yes. Yes, they're exposing him for living on the breadline. Yep.
For when I'm asexual, I do not care about looking at porn, not unless, like, comes up as a subject matter. But, like, or research purposes. Like, I had evidence. There's a screenshot of Vosh leaking his folder and the clips and everything. And it's like,
oh, so
if you see that, or even save it, you're a pedo. Like, bro, if you have a problem looking at the evidence like that and feel uncomfortable, maybe that's the issue.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Why say that? Why follow it up like that? I don't even look at porn, unless it's for research purposes. Like when I saved Vosh's folder. Okay.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not comfortable. It's a dirty thing to get involved with that kind of evidence. But that's what journalistic integrity is. You gotta get your fucking eyes, ears, hands, and mouth dirty. That's the point. There are plenty of activists who have shown their faces. I've done enough digital information sharing. Apologies for sharing that flat earther stuff. No, I'm not joking. As soon as I shared a flat earther article, it went fucking viral and insane at that point. I'm gonna want to move on from.
Oh, that must have been because of you.
At least it's funny, right? At least it's kind of funny.
The Nick and Nerd.
These people are
the Nick and Nerd endorsement just sends stuff viral. It goes crazy.
such jokes, but at the same time, it's like and it's done some good. Like some good has come out of it, but boy, what a shit fest for the last decade. Man, I'm just exhausted. There are a lot of digital activists that share info. I'm not just saying it's just me. There has been other information that I have not had a hand in. But yeah, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I've shared information on Illuminati where it exploded, right? If it wasn't for digital activists like myself bringing the information to people like that, where it's important
Digital
to get that
activists
type of viewership, where you know, like for me, I have an intuition of like who to target because like certain people who would be wanting to hear about that subject matter should hear about it and spread it around to other channels, and that's what happens.
Digital activists who search up Tipster's paycheck and show how much money he's making to expose that he's borderline poverty. Cool.
But you're free to cut out people like myself. You've lost relevancy. You've lost any type of consideration by YouTube's algorithm for that reason. It's just hilarious to me because like I've shared information with quite a bunch of different YouTubers that have some relevancy. I have been on like Owen, the ex Jehovah's Witness guy. Excuse me. I've shared him some relevant info. I shared him that topic on the Queen of Canada fucker. Oh god. I'm so viral in some regard. So maybe some more relevancy if I share it myself, right? But I just don't have the view count or the energy to keep it up. That's why I usually go to other people. And because
You suck.
you've lost digital activists like myself, you've sunk into irrelevancy after banning so many people. Karma's a bitch. It kind of just goes to show.
Yeah,
seen
stop
the
banning
comment.
digital
I've witnessed
activists
it.
like me. Fucking
It's just the
dude, this
butterfly
person
effect. Karma
sucks.
just is like, you eat the shit you throw at others. It comes back to you and you eat it, bud.
You don't get
Shit.
to just say butterfly effect when it's you doing it, retard.
I guess that's it. Just kind of talking off the cuff from my own perspective. I do not have information prepared because like fatigue issues, sleeping. I just can't gather all that info and do a video at the same time.
Why did they post this in
forever
Chud's
and I just don't
Discord?
do
Because
it.
they're fucking delusional, dude. I don't know.
I have.
They think people
know how
will
to
think
do
this is
this. I'm
cool,
just
I
in it.
guess.
Yeah.
Or will give a fuck about them being banned from Tipster's community. No one cares, bro. Nobody asked. Hate to tell you, nobody asked. Alright, let's look at these Discord logs. Legit, he has done something to that effect and gaslights any of his supporters with suicidal issues. I stood with someone who got kicked for having their quirks and went suicidal after being banned for it. So I told Tips to fuck you, bro. He is a fucking asshole. Chasing Dopamine pretended, or I don't know if she was, to support the girl with those issues, then left when lies were spread about her sending gore on the Discord account to people from the server. Like, yeah, he's a huge douchebag. I'm glad he got fucked now. I mean, they talked about that before. I know, right? Like, they care about... like, they care nothing about the people they represent. If you challenge them, you get banned. Legit, like, they failed basic activism. Activism is for the many, not the few. They pick on their own popularity click, legit. They pick their own popularity click, legit. Okay. I mean, if he is trying to get in on the cash cow, he is ruining even Vosh and Keffals followers. Unfoul. He ruins his own subs, so he now ruins theirs. He has zero fucking idea how this works. Just ban the heretics, like, yeah, ha 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 ha. Like, FFS, the issues they make worse is affecting my healthcare rights in Canada because of that bitch, etc. They cause negative outcomes with their loud ass BS. Well, I was legit homeless IRL at the time. I had no time to concern about Keffals BS. Also, my mother passed away that year. Like, I only just got into the two recently, this year. Oh god, I'm sorry. Fucking Lisa. Retard. A worthless person. Art life happens, can't do anything about it when it does. Yeah, the mother you hated. Yeah. Yeah, RIP Nico Nerd's mom, I guess.